Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Razor Crest from Haslab, and this is based on the show Mandalorian. And here's how the ship looks on its base. It is very impressive. It has a tilted base, so it looks like it's in flight mode at the moment. Yeah, let me just show you around this ship. Alright, and here we have a side view of the Razor Crest. Here's our front view of it. And here's the other side. And here it is from the back. And looks like I forgot to put the cannons up front, so here they are. And while we're at it, let's get a closer look at the ship itself. So here are the two cannons up front. They are articulated and they are on ratcheted joints, so you could raise it up when he's on landing mode and then put it back down when it's on flight mode. So let's get a look at the side first. It has a wash all over the ship itself, and it is painted silver, and is not a reflective chrome finish. It's just a silver paint, but it is pretty nice actually. And here's the escape pod, I believe. Here's the other engine. Good look at it from the back. Again, detail look. Oh, and here's the engine. It has a translucent orange color, but there's no light up effects. It would have been nice if it does. And then here, the panels can open up. Here, this panel right here can open up to review part of the engine. I think a lot of customizer would probably paint this up. If you end up painting it, I think this ship is gonna look amazing. Right now it's just the color of the plastic with the black wash over it. And here I believe this panel can open up as well. And here's what it looks like when you open up the cockpit. You see Mandalorian sitting in there, and the controls, really nice. There are two seats back here, one for Grogu and the other one for probably another bounty hunter. And let's see if we can focus in. Here's the look. Here's a look at the interior. Different knobs and buttons and levers and all that stuff. Really nice. And while we're at it, here's the escape pod. I believe you just pop this open, and there's the pod, and you can lift this out, and it opens up, and you can put the figure inside. This is not translucent, so there is no see-through port here. But here's what the housing looks like. Alright, and for the interior, press this button down here, and then once you press it, then this panel opens up. And inside, here you get a look at the inside of the ship. And there are, they provided you with 8 of these little bags. You can hang them throughout the ship. There's some more on this side. I'll switch it around in a sec. But here, just want to give you guys a good look at the side first. and then this can open up when you create the where he uses to create those carbonite. And here's the other side. You can see all those bags are hanging. There's a ladder as well too. And this panel can open up. You just need to push it and it should pop right off. And this whole panel comes out. Let me grab the bag. And now you have an opening, which I'll show the other side. Oh, and before I do that, here's the tail section, and you can pop this open. So it looks like Mando's working on the back end of the ship. And then here you can open up this panel as well. Review the cannon back here, which you can lift up and rotate. Here's another look at the base before I put it away, so I can show you the landing gear section. Alright, and here we have the landing gears. This panel opens up, and then that back panel, that bottom panel opens up as well. And then you just stick this piece in, and then same with the front. There's a bottom panel that slides back, and then you can put the landing gear on. And once you have that on, you could lower this panel down here, over here, pop that out, and I think this slides out too. Yep, wow, pretty cool. Here's the landing gear, right there. And then here you kind of get a look at the inside portion of this ship here. In here, open this up, you can see his armory. Oh, you can't, it's too dark. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, now you can see the armory. In here, all these weapons are removable. There are 3 grenades here as well too. They're impossible to put in, actually. But here they are, really nice. Here's a sense of scale for you guys, and Mandalorian standing next to the armory. And here is down from the ship, just to get an idea, the scale. Alright, and over here, if you, I get my hands in there, remove this panel, it'll show you his living quarter. It's actually not deep enough for him to sleep in there, but Grogu could actually, oops, sorry, my finger's in the way, could actually be stashed up here by the hammock, inside the hammock section. And then down here, I believe that's just storage. You could open this up right there, and then you have the space toilet right next to it. See if I can show you guys the space toilet right there. Again, there's the space toilet right there, really nice. And again, his living quarter is definitely not deep enough for him to slide in there. And here's that panel again. I could open this up a little bit more, show you guys the whatchamacallit, the Carbonite Chamber. You could put a figure in there if you want to. Close this back up, and then there's real netting over here. Real piece of fabric you could take off as well. And yeah, let me see what else to show you guys. Oh, the back landing gear. I mean, the back panel could come down. I mean, the back ramp could come down. Just put it in so you can see. Here's Mando Oops, he's not standing. So let's just say he's right there. So yeah, really cool. Oh, let's look at the back engine section right here. The back flap right here. There's detailing all over the ship. Really nice. And here are the 4 Carbonites. They are seen in the first episode of Mandalorian. And yeah, the side is right there like that, and then the back there's nothing. Here's the other side, so just, you know, a piece of plastic, and it can be hung from the ceiling of the ship. So here's what it looks like if it's upside down. So you could hang this like that, and then it just clamps onto them, and then you can slide them around, slide them back here, and then if you put the panel back on, it's gonna get pretty dark, so you might not be able to see it, but yeah, there you go. There's the there's the Carbonite right there. So if you have all 4 in there, you have them all lined up properly in here like that. So yeah, really cool, just like in the film. I mean, just like in the show. Here's one last look before I end this video, and I'll show Grogu and the other Jawa in a separate clip here. But here's what it looks like. Mando with the ship, just for scale perspective. Yeah, really neat. I like this ship a lot, and detailing quite well. I mean, I really like the detailing on the ship. Oh, I think their panels open up. Well, no, there's not a panel that open up. Yeah, as far as the ship, I do like it a lot. Oh, there are other panels you could open actually towards the front. Right by the side of the ship, this panel can open up. There, you could kind of have Mando working on the ship, and same on the other side. So let's see if there's anything else. So yeah, this panel can open up, and I believe this panel can open up as well, right there. And can this one open up? No, I don't think so. Oh, this one maybe? A place for me to stick my fingers in. So it looks like this panel can open up too, back here. So yeah, yeah, for painter, definitely a lot to paint up. You can see all these are just plastic. Nothing has been done to it, and yeah, so you could definitely paint it up really nicely and make this Razor Crest looks make this Razor Crest look even more amazing than it is. And here's a look at the box. Vintage box, quite nice. And here's the back of the box. Razor Crest, Mandalorian, it's just black and white. And here are the 2 vintage carded figures. We have Grogu there. Yeah, let's get a look at that facial expression. Very happy. And the accessories. And Jawa. Weapons. And 2 eggs. One open and one not open. And back of the cards. So at the end of the day, is this ship worth getting? Yes, I do think it's worth getting. The price tag was $350. $350. Yeah, it is somewhat expensive for a ship this size, because I think the Millennium Falcon back then was about $325, $350, somewhere around there retail, and that one came with lights and sounds. This one does not. But this one has, well, no, I don't know whether this one has more details or not. I don't think so. It does have a wash, which the Falcon didn't. but as far as the paint job, this one is quite nice. I think a lot of, again, painters will probably paint this up a little bit more. I myself probably won't. And it would have been cool if the engines lights up. Sounds and I don't even care too much about, but lights would have been nice. Like the cockpit, if it actually lights up, that would have been fantastic. Well worth the price. But I'm sure if you want to customize it, you should be able to. There's a lot of room inside for you to do that, I think. So there you have it. There's the Razor Crest from Haslab, and it was amazing. And let me show you once more from the front. This is really cool. I like this. They did a really good job on the wash right here, right towards the front. Very grimy. I guess that makes sense because everything's hitting the front of the ship more. It would have been nice if there's more of a gradation of dirt that goes throughout the ship and towards the engine and stuff. That would have been fantastic. But even now, it's amazing. So there you have it, and thanks for watching.